Alright, we continue on with our story, and as you know, I've made all these maps, and so of course for our story there's a map for that. As Jacob flees, he is caught by his father-in-law somewhere around here. It says, it's a little cut off for you, but it says Ramoth Gilead, which means the high place of Gilead. That's probably the Mount of Gilead, which is where Laban catches up with Jacob. And he finds, or he wants to find these idols, or these figures that have been taken. But Rachel cleverly pretends that she's having her period, and she gets away with taking these little idols with her. And so Jacob gets a little respite here. When he gets down here, he's going to have to worry about his brother killing him. When he was up here, he was worried about his father-in-law catching up to him and being mad with him. So he gets this little short ways where no one's trying to kill him. It's quite pleasant for him, I'm sure. Anyway, he comes down the same way his grandfather had, Abraham, through Jerushan. It's not mentioned, but I would suppose he goes that same way. We know he does come out through the Jabbok River. And then we get to Peniel, right here on the Jabbok River. It's somewhere, we don't know exactly where, but somewhere around here on the Jabbok. And has this amazing story of wrestling with the angel that we will talk about in detail, but I thought I would show you a few pictures of the Jabbok River. So here you can see it winding its way through these mountains of Gilead. Here's another picture where you can kind of see that, and here are some close-ups of the river where it gets down a little bit lower. This is actually not far from Jerash or Jerushan, where these pictures are taken. Just so you can get an idea of the terrain where he had this amazing experience. It's worth reading Nearer My God to Thee, which is a song that really is written largely about that, or using that as an idea for helping us. In any case, after his experience, he then meets Esau, and he is reconciled with Esau. He stays at Sukkoth, works his way across the Jordan. He comes over and stays at Shechem, builds an altar there, and things seem to be all right. He's hanging out there for a while when some locals rape his daughter Dinah, and Simeon and Levi then trick them, kind of a nasty trick to tell them they all have to get circumcised, and then while they can't move, they go up and kill them all, and Jacob is worried that this will set everyone in the land against him, so he leaves, and he comes down, and all the way down to Hebron. He's reunited with Isaac, and eventually he buries Isaac there in Hebron next to his father and his mother, Isaac's father and mother, Jacob's grandparents. At some point he's coming back up towards Salem. We don't know exactly why, and he gets close to Salem at Bethlehem, and it's just right there on the seam of Bethlehem, close to Jerusalem, that Rachel dies. So let's see here, I have a picture of that for you. Whoops, I don't. Okay, there's the picture. Sorry, I forgot that Firefox had crashed. I needed to get it called back up. So you can see this is the town, and right here is Rachel's tomb. She's just right on the seam in between Bethlehem and Jerusalem. In fact, today they've built the separation wall that goes around Jerusalem. They've built a little kind of inlet for it so that Rachel's tomb can be in Israeli territory and they can go to it. So, but this is what it looked like a number of years ago. We're almost out of time on this, but eventually they're down here and God has him take his family back to Bethel, and they purify themselves and they have a temple experience there, and they make their covenants in the same way that each member of Abraham's family so far that has been born in the covenant still has to make the covenant themselves. And so Jacob gets his entire family to come up to Bethel and make that covenant with God. Alrighty then, we'll see you next time.